This shouldn't be too difficult of a question for you. What topic do you think the most people search for by Google in 2020? What topic do you think the most people searched for in 2020? Thank you. It wasn't a rhetorical question. I was hoping somebody out there would answer. COVID. The topic that the most people searched for in 2020 was COVID. In fact, 1,310,000,000 searchers in 2020 searched for COVID. And that's an approximate number. You know, they rounded it up to the millions. 1,310,000,000 people searched the topic COVID. People are searching. They're searching. But what was so amazing in this search is statistics showed where that search led them. Google has the most wonderful interactive program where you can go to any topic and you can follow how it was searched, when it was searched, how many people searched it. It kind of looks like a galaxy with all these dots on your screen, and you put your cursor over the different dots of different colors and different sizes, and it'll have exactly what they were searching for, how many they were searching for. And so Google keeps incredible statistics on their search engine. And one amazing statistic is that of the 1,310,000,000 people who searched for COVID, it led 40 million of them to Jesus. Their search for COVID led them to Jesus. Why? Because all the medical information, all the safety protocols, all the mask and the hand sanitizer and the wipes and everything else didn't alleviate their worry. It only contributed to their worry and to their stress. They were searching for more. They were searching for answers that satisfied. And they found that answer in Jesus. And so it was wonderful. Christianity Today did an article titled, "Coronavirus Searches Lead Millions to Hear About Jesus." Millions to hear about Jesus. And that fact has been supported by our own experience here at Holy Communion Church. Because of live stream, we have more people participating in our Mass than we ever had actually coming to our Mass face to face. We have more people participating in our Mass now than we've ever had before. During this live stream this morning, we will have approximately 16 different states where people are watching our live stream. Yes, think about that. We're able to get the message of Jesus Christ out there in ways we would have never have dreamed before if we hadn't been forced into this because of COVID. And this is what we have been encouraged to do, because we know from our own lives, our own experience, that it is Jesus who is the greatest help during this difficult time. It is Jesus that gives us the hope that we need. Jesus that provides us with the peace. Jesus. who is the answer to what we're ultimately searching for. And so it is our responsibility as Christians to share that message out there, because people are searching. People are in need. And there is something better than Google to bring people to the Lord, and that is each and every one of us. And what we say and the lives that we live. It's very much like the excitement of Andrew in our gospel. He found the Messiah. He found the Lord. He found Jesus. And what's the first thing he did? He ran to tell his brother. You think about it. Somebody in his life who he loved deeply, a member of his own family. We hear in the Gospel of John chapter 1, verses 41 to 42. Andrew first found his own brother Simon and told him, "We have found the Messiah," which is translated Christ. Then he brought him to Jesus. In his experience of the Lord, he knew that he had found everything that he had been looking for, his fulfillment in the Lord, and wanted to share that with others. And we're called to share that with others too. But the challenge is, so often people are like, well, I don't know how to do this. I mean, I don't have any degree in theology or biblical studies, or, I'm not the most eloquent person in the world. And how am I supposed to bring people to the Lord? I'm not equipped to do that. Well, the reality is, all you have to do is point the way. All you have to do is point the way, and then you leave it up to the Lord. We hear in the first book of Samuel, chapter 3, verses 8 through 9, Eli understood that the Lord was calling the youth. So he said to Samuel, "Go to sleep, and if you are called, reply, 'Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening.'" Speak, Lord, for your servant is listening. That's all we need to do, is point the way to Jesus. And then let Jesus take it over from there. To invite people to be open to the call, to invite people to listen what the Lord is saying to them, and let the Lord take it over from then on. It isn't what we have to say, because the reality is, what we say, it's only taken so far. I mean, do you remember that period of time in history when all those self-help books had come out? I mean, have any of you out there ever read the Passages? You remember that one? Or how about, "I'm okay, you're okay," or some of those other self-help books? And the reality is, they said a lot of good things. There was great advice in those books, and it went in one ear and went out the other ear. And the reality is, if you took an inventory right now, how much of that self-help stuff is stuck in your life, has ultimately influenced who you are. What we say only goes so far. Because the reality is, so often then they look at the lives that we're living, and I'm sorry, as sinners, we don't always witness our faith as well as we're supposed to. Why do you think St. Paul was so upset with the Romans in this part of his letter? He's like, this immorality, that's not a good witness. I mean, this immorality, what you do with your lives, what you do with your bodies, people watch, they pay attention. That isn't pointing to the Lord. It's pointing away from the Lord. And so, how we live our lives as Christians, what we say and what we do, can help point people to the Lord. And the best thing that we can do is just witness through our lives, to share our own personal experience, to say clearly, I know from personal experience what my relationship with Jesus has done to help me to get through this whole coronavirus insanity, to help me get through all this political unrest, to help me with my life. My relationship with Jesus gives me unending hope. My relationship with Jesus gives me enduring love. My relationship with Jesus gives me peace. And I want you to experience that too. So I point the way to the Lord. Invite him into your life. Open your ears to hear him speak to you. It's a simple prayer. Speak, Lord. Your servant is listening. I want to hear what you have to say. I'm so searching, Lord. I'm so searching. My heart is so longing, Lord, is so longing. And I know that longing can be fulfilled in you, Jesus.